Thank you, Christina. But remember, the leaders are here to serve the other delegates the best they can. Their first test as leaders was yesterday at joint session, presided by Jawanza Barrio Lamumba. Here is a recap of yesterday's joint session.
Welcome, Youth in Government. This is Alexa Call reporting to you from Sacramento, California. Right now, I'm here in the Convention Center, and in just a few moments, this room will be packed with over 2,000 delegates from all over California. Welcome to joint session. Let's see what our elected youth officers have to say.
At the Convention Center, YNG delegates congregated at joint session yesterday to celebrate the start of the 57th Model Legislature in court.
Is the California Attorney General, the Honorable Bill Lockyer.
The Honorable Bill Lockyer was present to welcome the delegates and to prepare us for the days to come. Re-elected in 2002, Attorney General Bill Lockyer has devoted much time towards pursuing equality among all people.
See, I learned a little bit about you by how you react to these different things, so, it kind of keeps me current. Number 6, Ozzy Osbourne's interpreter. Number 5, Little John's interpreter. Number 4, therapist to Anna Nicole Smith. Number 3, worst intern job. Feeding the Olsen twins.
Lockyer took the time to answer questions from the delegates, many questions pertaining to drug issues, the budget, and immigration issues.
Next, I'd like to introduce the arrival of our 57th Youth Governor, the Honorable Javier Lopez-Ayala.
We must face the reality that there are inherent faults within the American society, and we must take the initiative to solve them. We must have the courage to make moral judgments about harmful behavior and to do what is right and not just what is easiest to do.
And finally, Bud Schiebel was commemorated for his outstanding dedication to the YMCA Youth in Government program as the director and CEO.
Youth in Government Board of Directors, your staff, the hundreds of volunteers, but most importantly, on behalf of the tens of thousands of students whose lives have been improved and forever changed as a result of your leadership, your dedication, and your commitment to youth in government. Thank you, Bud. You are truly one of California's heroes.
And, I'll be back as a volunteer. There'll be some part of it that I'll be helping with, just like so many of you do. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
We'd like to thank Bill Lockyer and Bud Schiebel for supporting us here at YNG. In recent news, the NIC chambers have been flaring up with heated debate. The NIC, known as the National Issues Commission, has been currently debating over the issue of road flares. Here is Laura Baker with more details.
Hi, Laura Baker here reporting for you in Sacramento, California about a bill written by Jeanette Lefevre about the environment, the police force, safety, and perchlorate flares. Hi, Jeanette. So what inspired you to write this proposal?
Well, my dad works with startup companies, and he brought this idea to me, and I thought it was very interesting, so I did my research and wrote my proposal on it for NIC.
And what feedback have you gotten from the public based on this bill?
People have generally been very excited about it. I think it's really creative and a good thing for safety and for the environment, and so they've been very supportive.
Okay. If this bill actually did pass, do you believe that it will be helpful in public use as well as police use? Do you think that it would go onto a further level besides the police flares and into where the public cannot use it as well?
I think that it might not be feasible because flares are relatively inexpensive if you're buying only a few, whereas a power flare, which is what I'm suggesting we use instead, is more expensive. But I think for safety reasons it should be implemented. So I'm hoping that it would go to public use, but it might not be possible.
Okay. And these power flares, exactly what kind of substitute are they? How are they better? How do they work?
Well, I actually have one here with me, but it's not charged, so you can't see it, but it uses ultralight emitting diodes, which is the same thing used in traffic lights, so they're really bright. And as you can see, this is really durable, so you can like run over it with a car and it won't break. And if it rains, it'll still work, and if it snows, and all you do is you just charge it and tap it, and it'll light. Has different types of lighting, like flashing or just solid light, so you can see it from really far away.
Josh Sharp is in opposition to Jeanette Lefevre's bill. We're going to interview him and find out why. Josh, how do you feel towards this issue?
I don't know. I think it's a bill that goes way too far in trying to get rid of flares. I think it's really a topic that should be saved for maybe a children's table instead of an actual political discussion.
There are waste issues involved with these fire-induced flares. Why are you not in opposition to them?
I think that any waste that's created is more of an environmental problem than a problem with the actual flares. I mean, people have safety problems with fireworks too, but it's not like we walk around with LED sparklers.
The power-induced flares are cheaper than the fire-induced flares, and they're better for the environment. Why do you not like them?
Knowing that we have a lot of liberals here, we probably will pass it because we like to think that we need more safety and government making sure that the people are all doing okay. So knowing our population, we probably will pass it. But as far as it being a realistic, feasible solution, I think that it's not exactly a feasible bill.
Will Jeanette's bill be passed, or will Josh's voice be heard? We'll find out on Sunday. This was Laura Baker reporting to you from Sacramento. Back to you at the studio.
Now let's talk about the forecast from a reliable source, the internet. Up ahead looks like rain, so wear your rain boots and stay warm. We don't want to catch colds while we're up here in Sac. Thanks for watching Eyewitness News. We'll see you Saturday at 8 p.m. I'm Alex Bach, your favorite news reporter. Good night. I'm signing off.